sometimes I try to make a serious video about something. I don't need these glasses except to read with, but I think they make me look cool and smarter than I really am. I'm not that smart. I'm going to try to keep my video. I'm going to make a nice 10-minute long video if I can. If I can endure for 10 minutes. But, and I'm not even going to talk about anything. I really don't. I have absolutely no idea what I want to talk about. I was looking at Conference Report's video, Fred from Conference Report. And, he was talking about consciousness. And I kind of wrote a response to that. And, I get to thinking about it. Because I was thinking about that very topic this morning. About consciousness. And about reality and everything else. And I think that it's a lot of interesting things on my mind about consciousness. It is this great mystery that I don't think can be fully explained. I don't think science can ever explain it. I think it's as mysterious as religion. And religion is a mysterious thing. I think one of the things I'm beginning to think about, and I want to kind of get on this, if I can, I'm going to see how I can talk about this. Can you imagine religion without beliefs? I mean, think about that for a moment. And it's something to seriously think about. Religion without beliefs. See, to me, religion, when I think about religion, what's at the very heart of religion is the religious experience. I think this is sort of the thing that William James was talking about. The experience. I mean, the ideals and the concepts and the symbolism and all that stuff is really just mechanisms. It's means to an ends. The real ends, I think, is to generate an experience. Now, people use sometimes drugs and things like that to get to a religious experience. I was thinking about Aldous Huxley and his experiences with mescaline and things like that, and people who take LSD. But sometimes you can have this religious experience. Sometimes, like I have the religious experience through a lot of different activities. One, for me, is poetry. Especially the poetry of Walt Whitman. Or the poetry of Emily Dickinson. If you read their poetry and you're in a certain mood, it's almost like as if you're taken to a complete different dimension in reality. It's just, it's a really beautiful experience. And you get that when you really get into it. Sometimes other activities can take me there. Sometimes, even when I'm just sitting on a train, going to work, and I'm looking at the people, and really paying attention, being right there in the present moment of just looking at the way people interact and the way people move around. And sometimes I look at certain people without trying to stare at them or anything. But, noticing how even people who aren't normally considered beautiful can be beautiful in their own way. You begin to understand the very essence of beauty. And it occurred to me how true a statement that David Hume said, that when he said that beauty is in the mind that contemplates it. And I began to understand more and more what that means. What does it mean? Beauty isn't something in the physical world. We sort of assign it to things in the physical world. We look at something that's beautiful. We see a beautiful flower, a beautiful person, a beautiful animal. And we say, well, that's beautiful. Or we look at the sunrise and we say, that's beautiful. But beauty isn't what our senses tell us. If we don't have that experience when we see it, that experience that we feel, that response that's coming from us to something in the real world, that sort of interaction, that, thing going on between us and the object, then there is no beauty. It's not just what your senses tell you. Can you imagine? I'm just thinking about things that you can imagine. Can you imagine having all 5 of your senses being conscious of things, but not having any type of feelings about things. You're just there. You're sort of like a camera in a sense. You don't feel pleasure. You don't feel pain. And I get to thinking that without emotions or feelings or that sort of profoundness, there is no religion. I think at the heart of religion, what people think is at the heart of religion, is God. I think so much talk is about God. But I think without the feeling part, there is no religion. At least the way I think about religion, because religion has to do with the feelings. It's all about feelings. It really is about feelings. I'm going to put this video up. I don't even know what to call this video. I don't even know what name to give it. But it's just a thought. It's just a thought. And, you know, I'm just thinking. I'm sort of stopping for a moment. And thinking about things. I'm actually in a pretty good mood. I feel pretty good. Very relaxed and peaceful. And to me, that's a religious thing. Sometimes making videos can give me a very religious experience. So it's really the experience more than anything else. That's what it is. That's what it's all about for me.